Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to do another ranking video, which I haven't done for a while, inspired by some of the ones I was watching recently, such as Richard McCook's one on solo Beatles stuff. And today I'm going to tackle Blondie, and I'm going to try and choose my top 20 songs of theirs. Now some of you may only know some of the hits, but I was looking at their classic period from 76 to 82, 6 albums, and 1 standalone single and 1 French version and 4 B-sides, and I think I totted it up to 3 B-sides, 76 songs to choose from. They did do several albums from 99 through to the present, of which I've got a couple, like this one, The Curse of Blondie. I might have No Exit somewhere, and I think I picked up Pollinator, but I wouldn't rank them as anything like the same as good as their classic period. So not surprisingly, none of those tracks made the top 20. And I've also got this 88 solo album from Debbie, with a nice cover, but sadly the album is not much, although I do remember a couple of nice tracks on there. I'll have to revisit it maybe. So Bubbling Under, as I say, 76 to choose from. Bubbling Under, I had at least 11 which could have made the top 20 which didn't, and I won't spoil the fun by telling you which ones they were. We'll just go into the top 20, shall I, and just show you the albums they came from as and when I come to them. So number 20, we've got the opening track from Plastic Letters, Fan Mail. This was a nice French copy with the hype thing for the Denis single on it here, which I picked up in Florence, I believe. And the opening track here, Fan Mail, is written by Jimmy Destry, and I'll just check that for you. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. And it's a really catchy number. It could have been a single, but wasn't. But that's my number 20. Number 19, I've got the single version to show you, Union City Blue, from the Eat to the Beat album. Not my absolute favourite Blondie single, but a very solid one, and a very good video. A lot of the videos for Blondie are captured on here, by the way, all their main hits. And the Union City Blue video, I think, is filmed in Manhattan alongside the Hudson River. I think it was on the other side from Manhattan, I'm not sure. If anyone knows, can they say in the comments perhaps? But it's a good video, very powerful guitar, nice tune. A little bit on the repetitive side maybe, but that's fairly small criticism. It still made my top 20. And number 18, another track from Plastic Letters, I Am Always Touched by Your Presence, Dear. And here we see the first signs of the total Blondie magic of their singles, which they would keep up the quality of for the next 3 or 4 years. And this is just a sublime single and pretty good video to go with it. Next track, 17, is from here, the debut album from 76, which I don't have on vinyl. I'm on the lookout for a copy of that. And the track I've chosen is Ex Offender, for which there's a nice video. Gary Valentine is on bass for that first album, and then he left the band for Plastic Letters, and they were without a bass player. Well, Chris Stein played the bass for Plastic Letters on there. And then for the Parallel Lines, we'll see a couple of new people join. So number 16, and we'll come to Parallel Lines, and it's the last track on side 2 from this iconic album, Just Go Away, written by Debbie Harry on her own actually, and with nice lyrics about telling people she doesn't like to get lost. I've always been quite amused and moved by those lyrics. I think they're very effective. And as I said, a couple of new guys have joined the band for this album. We have Frank Infante here on guitar, and Nigel Harrison on bass on the right hand side there, joining the core lineup. So Just Go Away, number 16. Number 15, another track from their debut album, In the Flesh. Very sensual performance from Debbie, nice tune, good words, and nice video to go with it. 14 is from Eat to the Beat, first selection from Eat to the Beat, and it's slow motion. Nice cover here. I love the cover with the Debbie and Chris and Frank here, and then Nigel, Jimmy and Clem on the back. Reminded me a bit of the Rolling Stones Black and Blue front cover, if you remember, Mick and Keith on the front, Charlie, Bill and Ronnie on the back. So or is it Ronnie on the? No, I think Ronnie might be. I can't remember if Ronnie's on the front or the back now. Now I come to think of it. But anyway, so that was number 14, Slow Motion. And by the way, this Eat to the Beat, this deluxe package includes very good value. It wasn't too expensive. It includes the DVD, the CD plus the DVD with every single song having a promo video to it. And there weren't many bands who did that. And Eat to the Beat from Blondie is a great example of that. And so for each song on Eat to the Beat, you can enjoy a brilliant video. And number 13 is also from that album, Eat to the Beat, and it's Accidents Never Happen, an absolute highlight from Eat to the Beat. And maybe a little pun on the Elvis Costello track, Accidents Will Happen, which was from Armed Forces from the same year. I'm not quite sure which album came first, and whether it was a nod to each other or not, but I thought that was quite interesting. Number 12, we've got the huge hit single from Auto American, The Tide Is High, which they didn't write, but they make it their own. They do a great reggae version of it, tremendous arrangement, lovely horns, and a great video of them walking around Manhattan to the tune. Number 11, we've got, this is my single copy of it hanging on the telephone, with the Parallel Lines cover on the back. Great lead-off track for the album. Was a minor hit single, I think. Great guitar solo from Chris Stein in the middle. Lovely video. As almost all the videos they did are top-notch, and this is no exception. And it's a tremendous opener for Parallel Lines. Number 10, we've got one of the first singles I was ever aware of, because it was 1978 when I started following the charts, and Denis was a top 10 hit single for Blondie. And I don't think I bought the 45 at the time. I'm not sure why, but it's left a big impact on me. In fact, I've just ordered a copy of it on Discogs because I want to own the picture sleeve single of Denis. And this is basically classic Blondie all over. Number 9, another Jimmy Destry composed number, 11:59. Opening track, side 2 of Parallel Lines. Gorgeous tune, brilliantly sung by Debbie. The band is just cooking on this album. They really fit like a glove, hand in glove, all 5 of them. Or was it 6 of them? 6 of them, if you include Debbie on the vocals, yeah. And number 8, we've got the huge hit single from Eat to the Beat, Atomic, huge number 1. Lovely video of her dressed up as a kind of robot doing this robotic dancing, and it's kind of got a disco flavour, but it's very unique to their. Blondie have quite a distinctive sound, and I think on a song like this, it didn't sound like generic disco to me. It sounded pretty funky and pretty original. Also number 7, although it is kind of it's Rapture from Auto American, and it is a kind of rap song with the pun on the word rapture, I guess. But it's ahead of its time, because rap was pretty early on in those days, 1980, and great video, The Man from Mars, he plays guitars, he eats bars, that kind of thing. Have I said great video again? But it goes without saying, there's a great video behind most of these songs. Number 6 is a personal favourite of mine from Parallel Lines, the Frank Infante penned number, closing side 1, I Know But I Don't Know, superbly sung jointly by Frank and Debbie. And great guitar, great riff at the beginning with Nigel coming in on the bass. And I just love this track to bits. Classic example of a hidden album track gem. Number 5, we've got the opening track on side 2 of Eat to the Beat, Die Young, Stay Pretty. I don't think the words were meant too seriously, like Die Young and Stay Pretty like James Dean. And luckily none of them did die young, touch wood. But it's a tremendous song, and play loud. And check out the video on here. Wasn't a single, I don't think, but could have been. Number 4, now we're getting into an absolute cream of the cream. This is from Parallel Lines. Could have put any of these 4 in any order. Number 4 today is Sunday Girl, written by Chris Stein and Debbie Harry together. And just a tune to die for. Debbie sings it wonderfully. The band is just brilliant, and the only reservation for this one is they didn't record a video for it. So on the video collection I have, the song Sunday Girl is played to the playouts and quite disappointingly. Number 3 is the huge hit Heart of Glass, and this is my Spanish single of the Corazon de Cristal, Heart of Glass in Spanish. And this is one of the songs where I could play it to death and never get sick of it, and I don't believe I have got sick of it over the years. I can watch the video to death, I can play it to death, I can play the extended version. I've even played the earlier versions when they were trying out a different rhythm, which are quite interesting, but always come back to this finished version. It's just perfection, as is number 2. Picture this, the first single from Parallel Lines didn't do as well as Heart of Glass and Sunday Girl. I think it got top 10, number 7 if I remember rightly. But to me, this is even slightly better than Heart of Glass for me as a song. I just loved the video with Debbie looking gorgeous in it, as she always does, and just a perfection of a song. And number 1, can you guess what it is? Because I haven't mentioned it so far. It's One Way or Another, track 2, side 1 of Parallel Lines. And this track is, talk about perfection, it's also very uplifting and play it loud. The opening guitar riff at the beginning, with Frank, played jointly, I guess, by Frank and Chris, and then Nigel coming in on the bass, and then the drums coming in, and then Debbie singing it, and then the whole outro bit. It's just an absolutely uplifting song, and I don't think it was a single, although a number of people have covered it, so everyone thinks of it as one of their hits, but I don't think it was released as a single. Well, worth showing you my singles collection from Blondie, which if I could just check one way or another, I don't think it's on here. I'm pretty sure it's not. No. So this has all the singles with all the tracks which appeared on the B-side, whether they were from albums or standalone B-sides, including the track Call Me, which was not on an album, which, as you see, didn't make my top 20. Not that I don't like it, it just didn't quite make it. And this also has this French version of Sunday Girl, which is brilliant, worth checking out. So that was Blondie. I don't expect you to agree. These lists are always controversial, totally subjective, certainly my opinion. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.